there are literally just holes in the ground, so that was a humbling experience. Seriously, the police are changing themselves. I'm a changed man. This Joseph guy was allergic to peanuts, and then he ate a peanut and started dying, and then our medic literally saved his life. Also, when we got home, we got run over by a car and was fine. I don't know, he just doesn't die. It's been 2 years, though, so I can joke about it. On the bus home, the girl Katie next to me threw up all over her bed, and I helped her clean it up, and she said it was really nice of me to stay sitting next to her even after she threw up. But then we got home, and she got married to someone who wasn't me. So thanks a lot, Katie. This is why I hate women. Okay, we're way off track. What was this video about again?
Age.
Okay, right. Since I'm 20 now, I'm hastily looking forward to turning 21 because then I want to go into a bar and order a beer to see how the bartender and bystanders react. 1 beer, please. Nice try, squirt, but you ain't old enough. Here's my ID, driver's license, birth certificate, and social security number. Now give me the beer. I'm never actually going to drink alcohol, but I just want to see what'll happen if I try to. If I do get the beer, I'll just give it to someone else in the bar. Drinks are on me. What person? Why would you buy a beer if you're not even going to drink it? That's a waste of money. It's not about money. It's about singing. I hope the bartender doesn't call the cops on me, though. Son, there ain't no way you're old enough to drink. Officer, please, look at my ID. Too bad, because we don't double check. To end this video off, I'm going to try one itty bitty sip of the beer I worked so hard to get. Hey you, do you have ears? Well boy, do I have something special for you. Sponsor time. Have you heard of Audible? Well, you're hearing about it again. Audible has thousands upon thousands upon thousands of audiobooks. Whoa, that's a lot. That's enough books to crush my frail human body. But it all fits inside your phone. Look at all that knowledge. I know my brain can use some knowledge. Look how empty my head is. But now I can fill this space with awesome books in the form of audiobooks. A book I recommend is Michael Bay. It's about a kid with electric powers. I've always been a fan of characters with electric powers, and you should be too. But Bryson, I don't have any money. Then give it a try for free. You hear that? $0. New members get to try Audible for 3 days for free. Just go to audible.com.
10 likes equals get to play a game.
Do it. Did you do it? Yes, Bryson, I did it. And now I am enjoying amazing audiobooks. What a good little obedient viewer you are. Have a gold star and a kiss. Again, that's audible.com/nominations.
That's crazy.
500. Thanks for watching.
Chat, what should we do next? Chat, what should we do? Should we do, hold on. I touched this, that's not. Hold on, what should we do? My criminal dogs. They got my bully brother. My brother almost died 10 times. 18 times. Oh my god, chat. Yo. Hold on.
Hey, Brenner, if you jump off this cliff right now, I'll give you a penny. Oh. Hi, I'm Bryson, and a while ago I made a video about the times I almost died and the times I got hurt really bad. But that got me thinking about the other injuries in my family, and one sibling came to mind, one who had dodged the grasp of death more times than I can count, the sibling who had little to no regard for his own mortality and would regularly hurt himself. The wild child, if you will. The youngest brother, Brenner. This is going to be a long video, because Brenner gets injured a lot. I don't want to cut out good stories or do a part 2, so let's just sit down, relax, grab some popcorn, and laugh at my brother's pain. Now, almost all of Brenner's injuries were self-inflicted. However, I think it's only right we start the video with Brenner's very first injury, the one he got from me. Brenner had recently been born, and my parents invited me into their room to say hi to my new baby brother. As I said hello to him, he reached out his hand and scratched my chest. Now, obviously, Brenner was just a baby. He had no control of his body and was just moving around. But my 4-year-old brain could not let this slide. How dare you? First, you come into my house, take my spot as the cute youngest child, and take all the attention from my parents. And now this? I offered you my hand in friendship.
Oh, this! Yeah, that's, I think that's... Hold on, let me see. Let me see what that is. Hold on. No. Oh, shut up. It's rabbit. I think I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh God. Rabbit. Rabbit has this fan arts and he's making. See this? Hold on. He makes these fan arts. The owner of his Doc goes, stop spamming like this, please. I'm warning you. Please, no. This is I don't know how to pronounce it, bro.
And you attacked me. You must pay recompense for your actions.
Hey, no, stop. Just calm down. Don't do it.
My parents tried to stop me, but it was too late. I reached out and scratched him back. He began to cry, and my parents put me in timeout. Little did Brenner know, his pain had just begun. Okay, in all seriousness, I felt really bad for what I did. Even now, I still regularly apologize to Brenner about it. But he can't even remember it, so he doesn't care. Brenner, my conscience has really been getting to me lately, and I'm so sorry about what I did.
Dude, that was 17 years ago. Can you just move on? I forgive you, okay?
Thank you. I love you, Brenner. I'm so glad I could get that off my chest. Remember in my pain video where my brother Brody slammed the door on my fingers? Yeah. Apparently that experience runs in the family. Brody walked through a door as a young Brenner was sticking his fingers in the hinges, and Brody slammed the door again. Brenner's fingers bent every which way.
If I had a nickel for every time I slammed a sibling's fingers in the door, I'd have 2 nickels. That isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Luckily, Brenner's fingers didn't break, and the doctors fixed him up. Feel better soon, buddy, and don't get into any more trouble.
I will make no such promises.
One time, me and Brenner were playing tag, and rather than be tagged by me, he jumped into a busy street and a car barely avoided him. I guess Brenner was more willing to die than lose a tag. Would you rather die a terrible death or...
Definitely death.
Wait, you didn't hear the other option?
Death.
I genuinely don't know why he is so accident-prone, but this next story was no accident. You know how sometimes your mom has a really good friend, so she decides to make you hang out with her friend's children, but you don't like them? Yeah. When I was younger, my mom sent me and Brenner to play with the neighbor kids, Jake and Steven. The main reason I didn't like Jake was because he said, "Your sister is so hot." Brittany was 18. Jake and I were 8. Have you considered shutting up? Anyways, I spent the day tolerating Jake's shenanigans, but eventually I hid from him on the front porch and watched Brenner and Steven play in the front yard. "Come here, Brenner, I want to show you something." Brenner walked up to him. Steven grabbed his hand, reached into his pocket, and pulled out a pair of scissors and started cutting Brenner's fingers. "Stop!" I ran over to them to check on Brenner. His fingers were bleeding and he was crying. I slapped the scissors out of Steven's hand, grabbed him by the arm, and forced him inside to his mom. "Hey, Steven just cut Brenner's fingers with scissors."
People.
Oh, Steven. What? That's it? I was shocked. Call my mom right now so she can pick us up. We're leaving. We left and Brenner's fingers healed just fine. But still, that reaction from the mom was not okay. Luckily, I never had to go to that family's house again. Reminds me of another time Brody was really young and another boy was punching him. My mom took the kid to his mom and told her that his son was hitting Brody. And all she did was say, "Soft hands, Hunter." I mean, come on, soft hands? How about punishing your kid for hitting a stranger?
You clearly don't know how to discipline children. Here, I'll show you how it's done.
A lot of Brenner's injuries were caused by him wanting to grow up fast and to keep up with his older brothers. For example,
My turn. Bryson doesn't need training wheels on his bike, so neither do I. Let me try.
but one time Brenner tried to set a trend that the other brothers would follow. and the consequences were severe. This next story is the real reason I made this video. I'm honestly still surprised that Brenner survived this. It was bad. In our basement, we had a tall exercise machine that looked like this. Brenner decided that he wanted to climb it and jump off it onto our beanbag for fun. However, this time it went horribly wrong. Brenner pushed the beanbag close to the machine, climbed up, and jumped headfirst with the same regard for his life that a Minecraft player has when seeing one block of water at the bottom of a cliff. Part of the beanbag covered the exercise bench, which extended out, hiding the big metal part underneath. Brenner thought that since there was part of the beanbag there, it would be soft. But his head slammed through the beanbag into the metal part, and he split his forehead wide open. Mom and Brittany came running into Brenner crying with blood all over him. They freaked out and dashed him out of the house to take him to the hospital. I only caught a glimpse of him as they ran out, but I could tell it was bad. Brittany and Mom later told me that they could see Brenner's skull through the gash in his head. My dad sent me to a friend's house so they could watch me while my parents took care of Brenner. I remember sitting on their stairs, terrified that I'd never see Brenner again. God, please hear my prayer. If you make Brenner be okay, I promise I'll never be mean to him again. At the hospital, since Brenner was so accident-prone, they kept pointing to cuts on his head that were from previous shenanigans. Is this cut old or new? Is this cut old or new? Is this old or new? Finally, my sister was like,
The gaping gash on his forehead, that is new. Forget the rest of it, fix that.
Somehow the doctors patched him up. I think they even had a plastic surgeon involved in fixing his head. When I next saw Brenner, he was up on his feet with 25 stitches in his head. But he was okay. Phew! I thought you were gonna die, Brenner. I'm so glad you're okay. Anyway. Brenner still has a massive scar across his forehead, but thanks to the doctors, he was okay. Brenner, can you please calm down on the injuries? You're gonna die if you're not careful.
It's not hard to die. I can do it like right now. But like number two.
Another time, a young Brenner was using the bathroom and found a bottle of painkillers on the countertop. They were coated in a sugary glaze to make them go down easier. So Brenner took the pills one by one and sucked on them till they ran out of sugar, then spat them out. He did this over and over and over, and from sucking on the pills, he got sick and passed out.
I'm tired. Ooh.
My mom discovered Brenner unconscious on the bathroom floor surrounded by pills. What? And once again, the
Hello
doctors proved why it's good
everyone,
to go to
welcome to
college.
the stream.
Not for me, though. But as for you guys, good for you. I don't know how they saved him, honestly. I don't really know how doctors work. For all I know, they could have removed all of Brenner's blood, which was tainted with drugs, thrown it away, then pumped him up with fresh blood. I don't know. Another time, he swallowed a bunch of coins, and again, my parents rushed him to the hospital where he was x-rayed to show a pile of coins in his stomach. They told my poor parents to dig through his, waist until they got all the coins. He was like a piggy bank, but way more disgusting. He was like a piggy bank, but way more disgusting. Honestly, with how often Brenner visited the hospital, I'm surprised they didn't have a special section of the hospital just for him. This next story is surprisingly the only time that Brenner has ever broken a bone. You would think at this point that he would have no bones left because of how often he gets hurt, but nope, he still has bones. My family has a small motorcycle that we call Big Bertha. It's fun to ride around on, but it has no suspension. It is 2 wheels and a motor. That's it. One